Hi guys, this is Linus the Missus and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another girl talk and it was requested and I was like, okay, what am I going to talk about? So I decided to talk, well first I went through Facebook to see that anyone pissed me off and I didn't see anything with that. So I decided to talk about something that was pretty private to me in my life, and that is pole fitness. Now, I know there's a lot of stigma that comes with, oh, a pole? Is she a stripper? Is she a prostitute? Do she get naked or, all of that negative stuff. But in actuality, pole fitness is truly a total body workout. And when I started my first class, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was kind of skeptical about it because of the stigma that comes with it. And I live in like the Bible Belt to the T. I think there are more churches in Memphis than there are corporations, to be honest. So when I decided to look for a studio, I went online, and at this particular point in time, there was only one studio in Memphis, and it was quite a bit of talk about it on the news when the studio decided to open, and it was even closed down because people thought it was a strip club. So that was one thing that was kind of like, it was good advertising because you got people to hear about it and be aware that it was a different kind of workout in the city. So I went on the website and I was kind of, okay, I don't want to do it yet. So I called my girlfriend, finally called my girlfriend. I was like, hey, let's go to this class. Do you want to go to this pole class? She was like, oh, okay, sure, I'm game. I said, okay. So we both signed up. We went to the class, and I was going in there like, I'm finna go in here, I'm finna kill it because I have dance background, I have a gymnastics background, I was an athlete in high school. I was like, okay, this is gonna be no problem. My friend, the same thing, dance background, athlete in high school. We got in there and we was sweating from our head to our toe, and it was a total body workout. When I tell you a workout, it was a workout. The class was about an hour long. We did the stretching and a ton of stuff that was like strengthening and cardio. It was like, it was difficult, but it's something that you have to stick to. Pole is something that you have to stick to. When we left out of that class, she was like, oh, the instructor, make sure you take your Epsom salt bath and one ibuprofen before you go to bed tonight. We was like, it can't be that serious. We got up the next day and I called her and I was like, how do you feel? How do you feel? Girl, I'm over here and for me, it felt like I had been hit by a Mack truck. And I was sore. My arms were sore. Like the muscles underneath my boots were sore. My legs. I was literally shuffling at work. You know how an older person has like a walking cane and they're like shuffling because they're barely getting around because they're just so old. That's how I was that day. And so at first, when I really got into it and committed to polling, it was like a hush thing. Like I didn't want anyone to know that I do pole fitness. I didn't want anyone to know. So eventually, as I had became more comfortable with it, it was like no big deal if you knew that I pole. And you'll be surprised of people who want to do something but don't want to do it because they're afraid of what people are going to say. Like I was one of those people. So it was a hush thing, and then so for me to let people know that I was a pole, it was like a big deal. I had to be like really close to you. So now I'm more open about it. Even so, when I go out of town, I try to find a local studio in the city so that I can go pole it, because it's more readily available now. About 2 years ago, I went on vacation with my family, my in-laws. You know how your in-laws can be sometimes, but I have pretty good in-laws. So I planned a workout party. I was like, y'all, we're gonna go. And we're going to go work out. I said, bring you some leggings and bring some high heels. We're going to take this dance class. So my mother-in-law, my aunt-in-law, 2 of my sisters-in-laws, and did anyone else come? It was like 7 of us. So we get there. When I tell you, my mother-in-law is like 55-ish. Now, she does have to stay in shape for her job. She went in there and she killed it. And I was like, oh, you done such a good job. So I'm going to be like you when I grow up. So I was kind of like, okay, she can, go in. I'm talking about nailing it. I was like, okay, if she can go there and do it, being an older woman, this is something I can stick with, as I get older. So we had a really good time, and we talked and we laughed, and I came out the closet to them, so to say, and they was like, well, how long you been doing it? So of course I had to tell them, and they was like, oh, okay, so they loved it. They loved it. So I encourage you to get your friends or your family together. You want like a different type of workout or a different type of like party, like versus do your girls' night out at a pole studio versus doing your girls' night out at at happy hour. You get a good workout, bonding time with your girlfriends, and you're gonna make lasting memories. Like, you're gonna have a good time, and that's a win-win-win situation. So I encourage you guys to join the secret society of the polar bears. That's what polars call themselves, polar bears. You can find a ton of information on YouTube, Facebook, Google. If you're going out of town, Google. I know a lot of good studios are in New York. There's one in Los Angeles. There's 2 in Los Angeles that are very, very good. And if you do plan on going to New York, I suggest that you visit Body and Pole in New York, and then there's one in Orlando, Vixen Fitness, that's really good. I've been there once. One time I went to a lure dance in Orlando, or near Orlando or Kissimmee, Florida, somewhere near there. And where else have I been? A couple places. Where else? Everywhere. Whenever I travel, I always try to go to a different pole studio, so you can kind of see what they're teaching, how they're teaching it, and this and that, So that is girl talk for this particular time, and I encourage you to join the Polar Bears Club and get a different kind of workout, and try something different. Be open, and remember, the sky's the limit. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.